story of the stars begins soon after the separation of Rangi Nui, the Sky Father, and Papatua Nuku, the Earth Mother. It was Tahu, Lord of the Forest, who decided to bring light to the world. To complete this task, he sought the assistance of his siblings, Tango and Wainui. Tango is the deep dark night, and Wainui is personified in the ocean and all bodies of water. Tango and Wainui produced Te Whaanau Maarama, the family of light, and it was within these beings that light existed. Their names were Te Rā, the sun, Te Marama, the moon, Ngā Whetū, the stars, Hinātori, phosphorus light, Te Parikoikoi, murky light, and Hine Rauamoa, a small and petite star. To house his family, Tango constructed the first building on Earth. Its name was Hui Te Rangiora. Inside this house lived Te Whaanau Maarama. The sun was suspended from the main ridgepole close to the door. The moon was situated towards the center of the house, again suspended from the ridgepole. The stars were arranged in lines and patterns along the walls of the house in a similar fashion to the lattice panels that still exist within many Māori meeting houses. Hinātori, Te Parikoikoi, and Hine Rauamoa were positioned at the back wall of the house, for this was the darkest section of the dwelling, so here resided these faint glimmering lights. Tāne requested of Tango and Wainui to give up their children so the world could know their qualities. Tāne said to Tango, "How brightly gleam the children of light." Tango then replied, "For what purpose do you require them?" Tāne then said, "To relieve our darkness, to adorn the chest of our father, and to let light shine across the breast of our mother." Tango then gave Te Whaanau Maarama to Tāne, who placed these objects in the sky. Taking fragments of fibre from the severed vines that had once held the earth to the sky, Tāne constructed 3 crude baskets and used them to carry Te Whaanau Maarama. The first basket was called Raururangi and carried the sun. The second basket was Te Kahungunu and held the moon. The final basket, Te Ketenui, was the receptacle of Hinātori, Parikoikoi, Hine Rauamoa, and all of the stars. To adorn this final basket, Tāne hung the eldest star on the outside. This star was Atutahi. Atutahi is the oldest and most sacred of all of the stars in the sky. With the help of his relation Tamarereti and aboard the canoe Punariki, Tāne and the 3 baskets travelled into the sky. Once they had reached the chest of Rangi Nui, Tāne threw the anchor overboard, securing the canoe in the heavens. At first, Tāne held up Parikoikoi and then Hinātori to light the sky, but their faint glow was barely visible. He returned to his basket and drew forth Hine Rauamoa, but again its light was too feeble to have any great impact. Next, Tāne began suspending the stars in the sky. His thoughts returned to the house Hui Te Rangiora, and he recalled the manner in which the stars had been arranged in patterns along its walls. Tāne then decided that he would place the stars in various designs and shapes. Being the eldest and most sacred, Atutahi was left outside the basket. The first stars placed in the sky were the Whetū Rangatira, or noble stars, including Rehua, Kōpū, Pareara, Takurua, Tautoru, Puanga, Te Kokotā, Taumatakuku, Werui Te Ninihi, Werui Te Kokotā, Whakāhunuku, Whakāhurani, Whānui, Pautū Te Rangi, Whetikaupeka, Māria, Hotu I Te Hirangi, Marere Otonga, Tariao, Otamarākau, Piawai, and Kaua. Many of these stars were not suspended on their own, but were accompanied by additional smaller stars that were grouped together in constellations. These were the earliest stars and were hung by the hand of Taane in patterns and shapes similar to the tukutuku panels of Huiterangi. After Taane had completed fixing these early stars, he took time to admire the magnificence of his work. So inspired was Taane by the beauty of these original stars against the backdrop of Rangi Nui that he set the basket at his feet and commenced a haka to express his joy. As his haka continued, Taane became more energetic and his movements ever more expressive. At the height of his excitement, Taane thrust his arms forward and kicked his right leg out, and in this motion knocked over the basket Te Kitenui, spilling countless stars across the sky. As billions of lights spilled from the basket, they clattered together, creating an echo that reverberated throughout the cosmos. It is said that the cosmos fell from the basket like a large fish being tipped out of its container, and this gave rise to the names Te Mangoroa, the great shark, and Te Kanui o Te Rangi, the great fish of the sky. Taane then realized he was unable to rectify this situation, so decided to leave the basket and the stars strewn across the sky. Still, the stars cloaked Rangi Nui in beauty, and Taane was pleased with the overall outcome. However, they were not bright enough to bring true light to the world, and the earth was still covered in darkness. Taane then took up the basket, Te Kahungunu, and removed the moon. This was placed into the sky to lighten the heavens. While the moon was the brightest object at this stage, its rays were still too dim to bring light to the earth. So once again, Taane brought forth the basket Raururangi. From this basket he removed the sun and placed it into the heavens. It was only when the sun was in the sky that the world became illuminated, and the earth was bathed in light. This is how the various celestial objects came to be arranged in the sky, and light came to the world. Kia puta ki te whai au ki te ao marama, haumie, huie.